What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, saints and ain'ts, and welcome to Lactic Acid. I'm your host, Dominique Smith. I hope everybody is staying cool out there. I don't have an actual temperature, but if you put a piece of raw chicken outside for 10 minutes, it would fry it. That's how hot it is. So hopefully everybody's staying cool. Today's guest is quite literally the GOAT. She owns the collegiate record, school records in like 2 schools, pretty much. She's the best. She's none other than Miss Jasmine Moore. Jasmine, welcome to the show. I appreciate you coming on.
No, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Of course, of course. So the question that I usually ask, I'm going to ask in the rapid fire. But one thing I'm curious about as the opening question. So Florida has some really nice kicks, some nice designs. Now you got the Jumpman into the scene. And so what if Michael Jordan came to you, said, Jasmine, you put the school on your back and we have to honor you. So we want you to design a custom spike, a custom spike. You can pick any shoe and we will turn it into a spike in Florida Gator colors. What's the shoe that you're rolling with?
Ooh, okay. My shoe game is not really that good. I'm working on it. So the only pair of cool shoes I feel like I have are ones. But I mean, I feel like that's basic, but I mean, with the Jordan and Florida, that could be something. So
that's one way to get more people watching the triple
jump. If we had cooler spikes. Or if our uniforms were Jordan, since we are a Jordan school, if we got Jordan the basketball and football team did, that would be dope. But
oh man, I think Houston, somebody had Jordans at I think somebody had Jordans at NCAAs, but I don't know that. Oh my gosh, if Florida had Jordans, man, especially with that color concept.
Yeah,
and there's so many things you could do with orange, blue, and black. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
man.
it would that would be cool. But
listen, MJ, if you're watching this, or if you're not golfing or trading everybody on the Charlotte Hornets, need you to get on this because it's a big deal. Jasmine is actually the second Gator, which is really an honor for me because I can say I have had 2 members of the national championship Gator team on the show. The first one was the homie Samuel Austin, who's big time 800-meter runner, and now you. And so you came off of an incredible week out there in Eugene, winning again, putting the team on your back in a sense. And I put this on Instagram for the women's side specifically, because the women, at least from everything I heard, you guys weren't the favorites coming in. It was Texas, but every single person had this incredible, meet. And I said it's one of the greatest team performances I've ever seen. Now that the dust has settled, how does it feel to be a national champion?
I'm just really grateful. This season has been very long and it's been a journey, especially with the transition coming into Florida. First in the beginning, I didn't really know how my season was just going to go because I didn't know how I was going to respond to the fall training since it was new. But just very thankful that everything turned out the way I prayed for. And it's just been a lot of fun, especially since both teams, men and women's, both programs won, that it just makes it that much more special because it's we can all celebrate and actually be happy for the accomplishments that we did this season.
You, like I said, had an incredible meet. You hold the collegiate record, and pretty much they should call it the Jasmine Moore record. Because it's kind of, honestly, it's impressive on a collegiate level. I compare it to what Ryan Krauser and Mondo Duplantis are doing. Pretty much they call it their own shot. For you personally, making that transition from Georgia to Florida, how special was it to win, this title?
Extremely special. It's always was a goal of mine coming into college was to win a national championship. So to win 2 as a team and then 4 individually, to me, that's just like so crazy. And I'm like really proud of myself, especially because last year, my indoor season especially, was kind of rough. And like after that, I didn't know if I could actually do it, but Coach Nick this season definitely gave me a lot of confidence going into competitions to know that I can do it and I can win, and just like I'm fast and strong with everything I've worked for. I can like do at meet. So just very grateful to everything. Like I had a smooth transition coming in here.
When I was doing research from the show, you were from, I think it's Grand Prairie, Texas, which is,
Mhm.
I think, around Dallas.
Yeah, it's like south of Dallas.
I don't say I know, but I forgot how crazy talented that area is.
Hmm.
You know, first off, you got Selena Gomez. She's from there.
Yeah, we went to the same middle school.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, that's epic.
I
I wonder, can she hook you up with an NIL deal? Like
wish.
that would be legit. My man Jeffrey Okuda,
Mhm.
formerly of the Ohio State Buckeyes,
Yeah.
Kerry Wood, a former pitcher, and now you
Hmm.
definitely put on for the city. Do you ever kind of, when you reflect, look at the big picture about, where you've come from, and then, what winning could mean, being from South Dallas, essentially?
Yeah, like I remember in high school, I think our signing day for our whole town, which is like I went to school in Mansfield, so like our whole town, I remember we had like over 100 kids sign like for National Signing Day. So like where I come from, obviously is very talented. A lot of people go D1 or like they're professional after that. So it's just honestly an honor just to be surrounded by a lot of amazing athletes. And like my high school coach was really good and my club coaches were amazing. Everyone was just really supportive. And even after I made the Olympic team last year, like my whole town kind of threw me a parade, and I was just like really sweet and like special to like know that they still think about me and still support me and everything like that.
That's awesome. Now, I do have one question about the
Mhm.
transition from Georgia to Florida. Then we'll get a little bit specifically into triple jump.
Mhm.
Is the food better at Georgia or in Gainesville?
Okay, so Georgia does they have really good food. They have like a lot of mom and pop restaurants,
Mm,
which that was something that I liked. I would say Florida has more options though. That makes sense. But like
it
something about
does.
Georgia biscuits really hit the
Oh,
spot. So I do miss the biscuits, but everything else can have it.
okay. We'll get into more specifics later on because we do have a food section, as always, on the show. But what is it about the Georgia biscuits that slaps compared to like a mild toss to the Florida biscuits? Because once you get like from Gainesville north, those biscuits are like, to me, it's the same.
I don't honestly, I think it's just like the mom and pop, like small restaurants type of cooking. Um and yeah, just like the southern, like I always say Georgia South is different from Texas South. That's why I was kind of just like thrown off with the transition. But I don't know, they're really good and the food was good.
That is, I was always curious about like what is, and we'll get to that later because I'm actually curious about the Texas South, because
Yeah.
I see that debate all the time, and I thought it was the same, but apparently, well, I went to Texas and there are some incredible differences. Um, but no, you compete in the triple jump and the long jump. How did you get involved in those two events? Because those are two of the more difficult events, in my opinion,
Mhm.
in the sport.
Yeah, so I think I started off sprints whenever I was younger, and then I remember in the seventh grade I started doing long jump because my mom she did long jump at Florida State, and so
Okay.
that's kind of like the initial reason I got into it. And then I remember I got into triple jump my eighth grade year. One of the guys was like, "Hey, like I think we need points for like our district track meet," and so I just tried it, and one of them like taught me how to do it real quick, and after that I kind of just stuck with it because I ended up doing well at the first meet.
Wow. So
Yeah.
your mom went to Florida State,
Yeah.
and and you're at Florida. I'm not mad at it. Those are two.
I
It's
know. She wouldn't gator
historic
chomp
pregnant.
for a while, but now she won't stop gator chomping.
Oh my gosh, I would actually, that's interesting. And it seems like you come from an athletic family. Um, I saw a video, I believe it was your brother. Was it your brother that plays for Arkansas? Am I mistaken? Or I saw somebody
I
in
have,
that video.
oh,
I
I
don't know if
have
it was
like friends. Oh,
oh,
I have I have friends that play for Arkansas. And
gotcha.
so yeah.
So it was in the video for when you were vlogging, I believe it was trials. But it is funny because I did see in your last video you were receiving your award at indoors and you just looked so disgusted with the Woo Pig Suey chant going
Yeah,
on.
I used to be a fan of the Arkansas, but not really anymore. But I have friends and stuff that go there, so I support them. But it just, they win a lot. So,
Yeah.
and having to watch someone else win is always a little difficult.
And then you're standing there getting the award. Like that chant is I don't want to get in trouble, but I don't understand the chant and everything. I have friends that go to Arkansas who've gone to Arkansas. I told them, can y'all explain what that is?
Well, imagine that at a football game. It's even worse.
Oh my gosh. Nah, I'm hard pass. But so pretty much, backtracking the track and field a little bit, competing in a triple jump, did you ever think you would have as much success as you've already achieved so far? And like I said, the best yet to come in your career, but looking back on everything, did you think that you would be where you are?
Definitely not. The goal is always just to get like a college scholarship. So like everything else was just like a cherry on top. And so of course, like my goal was always to be like an All-American, was to like place at nationals, but just to do the way I've done so far is honestly like something that I probably couldn't even imagine in high school. And so, yeah.
So that is enough for the track talk for now. So it's now time to get to the Jack Daniels hard-hitting questions. What are 3 things that people do not know about you? 3 things about yourself that people don't know and will be surprised to hear.
I don't know if this is surprising, but like I really cannot dance. I'm not that artistic in like really any way. So yeah, I would say that. Another one, I have a dog. I'm not sure if that's like an interesting thing, but I have Cane Corso.
Okay.
And so yeah, he's a big boy. He's like probably over 100 pounds.
Oh boy.
Yeah. And then another thing is I was born in Michigan. So I'm from up north.
What part of Michigan?
Detroit. That's where I was born. And then I trickled on down to the south.
Oh, wow. So you talk about crazy transitions.
Yeah.
Oh man. So about the dancing, because I was gonna ask, I saw, you kept up with Joe pretty well.
Oh.
And that I was gonna say, who made that choreography in the video?
We just kind of just started and then we just kept following each other. He's definitely has more like, I don't know, he definitely can dance probably better than me, but mine's kind of like goofy dancing. Like I normally just like step side to side and the clap, and that's like my go-to.
So like the low-key electric slide at the family reunion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. As long as you can keep pace to the beat, then you're all good. You have a 100-pound dog. I'm just thinking about the dog food, how much that costs. And so let's go back to South Texas. So what is the difference between South Texas and Georgia / northern, mid to northern Florida, the Big Bend North?
I would say like where I live, it's a lot more diverse. And so I was just like around people from that look like everything. And, and definitely transitioning to Georgia was difficult for me. And then going to, obviously all of these schools are like PWIs. And I wasn't used to the lack of like diversity. And so that, I guess, was just like my main struggle, especially like freshman year. I just had never experienced like some of the things people would say like before. I didn't know that was like normal to some people, and I just had never experienced that.
How did you, and you started school, when, civil and social rights were at an uproar in this country. How were you able to deal with that?
Yeah, I would say it was like definitely like tough a little bit because a lot of people weren't educated or like would try to like say the correct things, but it's like, it wasn't like genuine. And so I would just say like I just surrounded myself with people that like cared and that like understood what was going on.
Yeah, and that definitely, it's never a good thing. Because I understand the same experience. I remember I went to public school and it was maybe 2-3 white people there in total, to there's 2-3 Black people in the entire school. And so you're like adjusting to a different way of thinking, a different, belief or whatever the case might be. I remember I cried the first day because I was just so overwhelmed. Would you say that it taught you more about yourself and maybe reinstilled some values and some discernment? That way you can know what is real, what is, fake, all that.
It's like, as far as like who I would surround myself, I won't let myself be surrounded by people that aren't, I don't want to sound like rude or anything, but that are ignorant to certain situations. Like that's just like not whatever I stand for. And so like being around that, it's hard, especially as like one of the only few that look like you. And that's just like something I'm not going to tolerate when it comes to friendships or associates, or like I rather not hang out with anyone than hang out with people that are not open to learning about different people.
No, it's not rude. It's just you're not trying to be around people who are ignorant to reality, or who try to play it off as no big deal or it doesn't exist, which is harder than it looks, especially, if you're in a new place and new environment. So I definitely understand that. And then I'm glad that things got easier. There's really nothing to do in Gainesville outside of the University of Florida. So how do you keep yourself, Gainesville people, listen, I've been to Gainesville multiple times. I love the University of Florida's campus. But I'm just telling the truth. I it's nowhere that I'm like, let's go to the Gainesville's Disney. But how do you keep yourself entertained when you're not running track?
I would say our team is like pretty close and stuff. So I feel like someone's always doing something. I'd rather have people over or like going to dinner. Like I feel like whenever you're on a team, there's either one, you're too tired to do anything, or two, like there's a lot of people to like, if we wanted to like host like a little party or something, there's enough of us where it could just be the track team and it'd still be fun. And then I would say like I try new places like to eat and stuff. And then what else do? We go to the movies or like, I don't know, just like hang out at like my teammates' house and stuff. We'll just chill, cook, and just do things like that, really.
Who's the funniest person on the team?
Ooh, that's a hard one. Our team is pretty funny. Like we have a lot of characters. I would say Talitha's really funny. Talitha's really funny. Cam Mahorn, he's really funny as well. I would say those are probably like the top two people I can think of right now. I'm probably gonna come back and be like, oh, that person's funny too. But those are people that I hang around that are funny.
I think you kind of saw that in Eugene. Talitha, who I hope trademarked the Talitha kick. Mike Holloway, who, like I said, I believe is one of, if not the best coach in the game right now. Giving Joe that wait till I get home, wait till we get home look, when hosting a trophy, you can definitely see that there's a lot of characters, funny characters on the team. What's the best food place that you've tried in Gainesville? Because
probably
actually, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I was like, probably this sushi restaurant. It's called Dragonfly. It's really good. So next time you drive by, I think you should go there. But
you see, I can't promise that because I am not a fan of fish that's not cooked. I can't do it. I can't, fish has to be fried or baked. That's my motto. Have you tried Satchel's?
Okay, everyone talks about Satchel's, but I have yet to go there.
I haven't either. That's why I'm asking.
I was like, maybe I'll go today because I'm supposed to go to dinner later. So maybe I'll try Satchel's today.
See, I've heard mixed reviews on it. I've heard that it is severely overrated. And I've heard it's like the best thing that has ever happened to Gainesville. I actually have heard of the Dragonfly. I have heard of it now that I think about it. Like I said, if there's anything on the menu that they can cook, like that is not like we just killed it 25 minutes ago, then I would try it. It's weird. That sushi is the only thing I have trouble stepping out of my comfort zone with. But there's a lot of people that like it. You are not the only one. So Dragonfly, once you start frying your sushi, then you'll have a new customer. What does the off season look like for you, just in general?
I guess in the fall, after World Championships, hopefully I'll be able to go home for a little bit and hang out with my family and stuff like that, and then just really train hard. I really feel like I didn't lift that heavy this past fall, just because I was kind of getting used to the new weight room situation. So hopefully in the fall this year I can lift heavier and kind of get stronger. And I don't know, I have more free time, so I can hang out with my friends, and I really want to enjoy this fall just because it's my senior year fall, and I want to make the most of it and stuff. So I would say it's more fun though, because you have the football games and stuff.
Oh yeah. How do you find that balance just as a collegiate athlete? How do you find that balance?
I definitely feel I'm always running around. I always have something to do, but kind of just breaking my schedule off hour by hour, something that kind of helps me manage it and not get stressed or overwhelmed by everything I have. And then whenever I do have free time, to just really just chill and not do anything.
Now that I have a Texas related question, I have two questions. I have a barbecue question and I have a Texas question.
Okay.
I went to Texas a couple years ago. I had no idea how big that state was.
It's very large.
I had no idea how bad that traffic was. What's the best food place? So this is the question I usually ask. What would be your go-to plate? If I said, here, you got one meat and 3 sides, what would they be? Because that is something I'm always curious about. But since you're from Texas and they're known for food, that's what I want to know.
Ooh, okay, this is hard. I feel I don't really eat out much at home because my mom always cooks. But I really any type of tacos, are really good. I like Torchy's a lot. I know they have it kind of a lot of different places, but Torchy's hands down. I love their tacos. I love their queso. And that's probably the only place I have to go when I go home. There's another pizza place by my house that's me and my friends used to go a lot in high school. It was called Joe's Pizza or whatever, but it was a little mom pop, restaurant. That was really good as well.
Okay.
And I guess Texas is known for Whataburger. That's basic. I don't really think that's that good, but it's the
thank you
spot. Yeah, but it's everyone goes after literally every event. It could be football game, Whataburger, prom, Whataburger, literally any event, you throw Whataburger on the back of it, and
I
it's the thing.
I don't understand. What is it about? Because we have a Whataburger. I think we have one or two here in Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried it, and I was thinking that my life would be changed. And it is the most basic. Like, I don't see the difference between that and Wendy's and McDonald's. That
it's really just like the vibe. It's like the energy, I guess, that like that place brings.
Okay, I don't know what kind of energy that is, but I actually have a friend. Shout out to my man Matthew Parker, who he went to Whataburger because he coaches the Fly Wings Track Club. Mm-hmm. And I think he was telling me like he gets whatever burger that people from Texas get, but apparently putting gravy on, like getting sides of gravy and everything is that like a general
I've never honestly heard of that one, and like, or I've never heard of people putting gravy on it. That's a new one to me.
I'm just trying to learn about the culture. Essentially. But yeah, I did notice there's a big taco scene down there. Mm-hmm. What is like your go-to meal when you're at home, like when your mom cooks?
I really like steak and potatoes.
Ooh, that's old school.
Or like my mom, she makes really good fried chicken and mac and cheese.
Oh man.
Yeah, so those are probably like my two favorite like meals that like if she makes, I'm like good.
Okay, I am fueled by fried chicken, which is not necessarily a good thing, but no, definitely you are like my favorite person on the show because you're the only person that has come on the show and said that they enjoy fried chicken. So that is vintage. But from a barbecue standpoint, I was not that impressed.
I think the barbecue stuff is kind of overhyped. Yeah.
I was actually I had some, and I think I just have a picture of it. Mm-hmm. I didn't think I thought the Mexican food was like better than the barbecue. Mm-hmm. So that's why I was like, it's interesting that you said tacos because I was not expecting that answer. I just thought something was wrong with me. So no, okay, I got it. So I don't know, that made me really excited. Fried chicken and macaroni and cheese. Like, that's family reunion meals right there. Going back to the triple jump and really field events. One thing that I don't necessarily understand about the sport, and I'm interested to hear your perspective on it, is like watching NCAAs, everything like that. It's like speed dating, essentially. I've never done it, but just from what I hear, like it's just you get a snippet of the action, and then bam, it's like quick to the result. And I hate that because I was confused, I was lost. They're putting your third jump first and all of that stuff, and it just, it's like, this is just, don't show it. Like if you're gonna mess it up like that, then don't show it. From an athlete's point of view, why do you think that this sport does not get, specifically the field events, does not get the proper respect that it deserves? Because I hate that I'm saying this. I love, this is my favorite sport, but there's a lot of people who run that cannot do what you do.
Yeah, it's honestly like disrespectful. I feel like whenever they do stuff like that. But I feel like maybe because like people don't think that we're like athletic, like just as athletic as like people who like do running events, or it's like not as like hard and stuff. But I don't know, like especially like triple jump, I feel like that's like one of the most like athletic events just because of like all of the pounding and like everything that it requires and stuff like that. But maybe people aren't as like interested, or like, but I don't know. But then you have like so many amazing like long jumpers like in like American history, track and field, like that have, just done crazy things. And like, I really wish I understood why it was the way it is, but it's very frustrating, especially as like someone obviously who works really hard and like performs well whenever it matters and stuff to not get the like same recognition as like other people. But yeah, I guess it kind of just like it is how it is. But like I hopefully things do change as like, you know, people do better. And then you do have people that like Dindy who like did amazing too, that kind of like paved the way, and then Couture, Orgy, and like hopefully like I'll be like that next person that like, you know, makes a little bit of a difference, I guess, when it comes to looking at like long and triple jump or any field event.
Well, I mean, you have every record, so I would say you've already done that. And I mean, Florida, the lineage of jumpers from Dindy to Will Clay to Christian Taylor to yourself. I mean, it's just incredible. Maybe this is me. So I threw the shot put in the discus, and the one thing that, you know, I got even from like teammates, not calling anybody specific out, but it's just like, oh, all you do is throw. It's like anybody can do that. And I think maybe that's kind of the vibe that, at least that I kind of see when it comes to the jumps. Like, oh, you know, anybody gets like a hop, skip, and a jump. And it's like, no. It is, that is some different kind of stuff that they're doing. You know, am I kind of inaccurate in that statement?
No, yeah, no, I agree. Even at like practice, Claire and I, like me, my teammate, we always joke around. We're like, yeah, the jumpers, we really just don't do anything all day. All we do is just play in the sand. Like, we really don't work hard. And like, we just joke around with our team because like we'll run like 250s and 300s, like just with like everyone else. And they'll be like, yeah, we just don't do anything. Like, we don't work hard. We're just here, just, you know, hang out and stuff. So like, we'll joke around with everyone and be like, to just like joke and stuff like with that, since like people are like, oh, like y'all's 300 isn't as like fast as ours, but I'm like, okay, like we're still doing it. So
and there's so many, like, you cannot jump every day because you wouldn't have an Achilles or an ACL or you know, you would have you know, some serious injuries. And there's so, listen, long jump and triple jump training, I coached, I've seen it. It's nothing that I would ever sign up for. I'm just, you know, being honest, because there's so many elements that, you know, go into it. How can we improve coverage of not just the jumps, but just the sports in general? That is, from your perspective as an athlete, what do you think that maybe people in my position or whatever, how can we do better?
I feel like whenever like people really do well, like to actually like highlight them. Like, I believe her name is Cameron Rogers. I think she does the hammer. I'm not like 100% sure, but like I heard that she has like the top 10 marks like ever. And like I don't think, like I don't see her on my social media as I see other people, and just like giving people like the credit whenever they really do well, and like highlighting them and like actually like showing them. Like, of course you don't have to show all of the jumps, but maybe like here and there, whenever there's breaks in between the running, show like the field events that are going on, and actually like capitalizing on those moments and stuff, I think would be very beneficial.
I think make the meet longer, you know, even if it's 15, because like I said, we're talking 30 seconds of recapturing 3+ jumps.
Yeah.
That is, I was, because honest to God's truth, I'm like, did somebody beat, because the way that, you know, they were going so fast, I was like, is she in second place or something like that? And they're like, oh yeah, oh, she been one. It's like, okay, well, you know, let's see that. You know, let's stop and see that. I think too, part of the reason, I think it comes from the top. Like, track and field will be on NBC, but the jumps, track will be on NBC, but the field events are NBC Gold. Well, NBC Gold is like $60 per subscription. So it seems like it's internal to me. But I mean, that is a good point, you know, and I think maybe people need to be more educated, but I think the way that they would be educated is by actually like you said, highlighting what
Mhm.
is done, because you just said it,
Mhm.
you don't do anything, you just play in the sand. But it's like, no, it's more, it's not a sandbox.
Yeah.
It's so much more than that.
Mhm.
What made you start your um YouTube page and start vlogging?
Um, I would say like literally all my friends know like the first thing I do when I get home is like watch YouTube. And so I really don't post like as much on YouTube as like I should. Like I do record a lot, but like sometimes I feel like I don't always have time to actually like edit and stuff. And so it's just like something I like to do, and like I don't know, I just think it's like fun to like kind of like capture like the moments and stuff. So like I vlogged for like my birthday and stuff, which I'm gonna post that video just as like me and my team having fun, and like I said, my team's really funny, so I think it's a really funny video and stuff. So yeah, it's just really to capture like me and my friends.
I think you do a good job. Like I feel that editing thing. It is editing, uploading, waiting for it to upload. All of that is time consuming, and nobody has the extra time. Like I
Yeah.
said, I watched your latest video,
Mhm.
uh, which there were parts that were hilarious. You're talking to Joe, and Joe's pouring his heart out, and then you're watching the high jump, and or I think it was the pole vault and stuff like that. It's always fun to kind of get a behind the scenes look,
Mhm.
um, at everything, going on. Is that something you kind of want to do post track and field, or just kind of get into that field?
Yeah, like I definitely want to post more and stuff just because I really do like it. And I feel like people might be interested. Since like I do get to go to like cool meets, and like everyone, I would say like Florida's pretty popular right now. So people like kind of want to get to know like us and our team and stuff, and just like you get to know our personalities a little bit more and stuff. So hopefully I'll be able to post more and stuff, especially since it's the summertime right now.
Oh yeah. What's been the most fun part about traveling just so far? And it's just in the country, but soon, well, obviously you went to Tokyo, which I'm sure was a lot of fun, obviously restricted. um
Yeah.
but what is that kind of environment like for you? Like what do you like most about traveling to the meeks, and what are some of like the places that you want to travel going forward out of the country?
Definitely. Yeah, definitely like my team. I would say like everything wouldn't be as fun without like having good people and stuff. So I would say traveling with my team is really fun. We'll play games and we'll just talk and hang out, try new coffee shops. Like I think that's really fun and stuff. And like my best friends are on the team. So it's like I'm always with my friends. And then probably I really want to go to Greece, and Belize. Those are like two places I would love to go.
Oh man, that is that would be so much fun. I think, are there any track meets in Greece?
I don't think so, but like I would go just for vacation.
I was gonna say, I think you would be a great travel vlogger.
Okay, I'll start doing more like USA's, I'll vlog, and then like I'll step it up.
Like, I'm just saying, not even just. So here's the thing: I can't say step it up because I was in college too,
Uh-huh.
and so like that's hard to do and
Uh-huh.
everything. So I'm not suggesting that, but I'm just saying in general, I think you'd be a really good travel vlogger.
Okay. Well,
Um,
thank you.
yes. Now the key is just got to get somebody to pay you to do
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
That would
Baby
be
steps,
epic.
baby steps.
Oh man. So what we're coming, gosh, it's crazy. The sea, I just can't believe we're at the end of June.
I know.
It is just insane. And then world championships are next month. And so
Mhm,
just a couple more questions, then we'll get to our rapid fire, then we'll be done.
mhm.
What are you looking forward to the most about USA's?
Just being able to try out in both events is a lot of fun, and then go against the pros is always a good time as well. So just having new competition that like obviously I haven't been competing against,
Yeah.
I'm excited for that.
Where does your confidence come from? That because I say this is my favorite phrase. but you compete like somebody owes you some money. And so it's like you're always in the mix, no matter who you're going against. Where does that confidence come from?
I would say like my coach, Nick, he's definitely helped a lot, especially in the long jump with my confidence. And then obviously whenever you just like keep on winning, it's like you just have confidence. And most of the time I just obviously like I'm gonna bet on myself and like I know I can do it. So I just kind of want to like prove myself right and just kind of just go out there and like compete, which is like something I take a lot of pride in, like being able to like bounce back whenever someone else puts one out there.
What's the thing that you love most about competing in the sport? What about it brings you joy?
Definitely like the feeling of whenever you know you have a good jump, like whenever you like landed and you like that was a good jump. That's really exciting. And then I would say like winning as a team is something that's like very fulfilling.
It's really cool to see all of you guys are so team oriented. Obviously, I'm asking individual questions because I think I saw the graphic. You broke like 8 records this year. Which, do you ever stop to think about how insane that is?
Yeah, but then it's like I don't know, it's like okay, like I did it. So it's like not that it's like not as impressive because I did it, but like I don't know, like I just feel like it's pretty like normal whenever it's probably not. But it's just like my expectation like for myself. So it's like
You expected this. Like you
well,
expected it.
like it's always the goal, is to do well. So
I feel that. I get that. I get that. And it's like you doing well equates to that amount of success, essentially. But like I said, I love how team oriented you guys are because it feels like as much success as you've had as an individual, there was a team factor in it. It was done more like it wasn't just about you. It was for, everybody else competing because it's like you compete to make them better. How has Coach Holloway kind of established that culture, up at Florida, which is equated to all the success that you guys have had?
He's just let us know that like just because like you're even like the best in your event does not even mean you're like the best on the team. So he just like honestly just like kind of like keeps us humble and like we don't really talk about like winning national title that much. It's just like kind of focus on your individual event and be positive and just like kind of just like as far as like your energy, make sure it's like good energy for the team. And I feel like we all kind of feed off of each other. So
What advice would you give someone who wants to follow in your footsteps, or they're taking the path that you've taken? What advice would you give them?
Just work hard and like it's okay to like sacrifice maybe like social things for your own success, because in the end like that's a lot more worth it. And just like stay focused and don't like get distracted and think that like the grass is greener on the other side, because it's probably like not.
That's true. In your case, I mean, you are just like, it's just like turf, where you go essentially. Okay, so we have completed the hard stuff, which is the normal questionnaire. Now it's time for rapid fire in the segment called Down the Home Stretch. I'm going to ask you some rapid fire questions. I want you to answer them to the best of your ability. If you do not, it is okay. It's less pressure than a national championship. The current winner is Val Constein. And so you're looking to beat her time. Now, I will preface my comments by saying, if I ask you to elaborate on an answer, or if it's an answer that stumps me, then it does not count against the time. Are you ready? Okay. Ben and Jerry comes to you. Jasmine, we saw what you've done with Florida and everything. We want to make a custom little promotion around you. It involves 2 ice cream flavors, and you get a chance to name the promotion. What are the 2 ice cream flavors, and what is the name of the promotion?
I'm going to go with like Superman, that ice cream. And then I'm going to do chocolate chip cookie dough, and I'll call it Gator Bait.
Oh boy. I like that. I've never heard of a Superman ice cream. What is the Superman ice cream?
You never heard of the Superman? I don't even know what it tastes like, but it tastes good. But
Okay.
like I think they have it at like Baskin Robbins or something.
Dang. I've never heard of it. Gosh, that is bad on my part because people come on the show and like always tell me these ice cream flavors and I've never heard of it because I'm just a basic vanilla chocolate kind of dude. All right, if there was a food that you had to live with and a food that you could live without, get rid of completely, what would they be?
Live without definitely broccoli, and then live with potatoes.
What kind of potatoes?
You can use potatoes any type of way.
Oh, so it's just like the whole potato, so scalloped potatoes, French fries, potato pancake. Okay, I like that answer. Okay, swag. Last television show that you binge watched.
Ooh, probably Euphoria, I think. Euphoria or Gossip Girl.
For whatever reason, that is a very popular answer on this show. Euphoria. So you are in good elite company. All right, let's keep it moving. If they were going to make a movie about your life, your career, what's the name of the movie and who is the actress that you want to portray your character?
Ooh, okay. I don't know her name, but you know the girl off of, like Grownish.
Oh crap. I
I don't know her
do,
name.
but her name, I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah, but I like her. And then what would I name it? Oh, the name's gonna stump me.
Oh boy.
Name like Zoe something? Or...
Zoe Johnson.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so Zoe
Oh,
Johnson, you're gonna have Zoe Johnson play your character. Okay, swag.
yes. And then the name, I don't know about that one. Oh, that's a hard one.
Oh boy. I would say 1-2 step
Okay.
because it kind of has a little triple jump aspect to it. And then
I'm cool with that one.
yes, and Sierra will play the music. If there was a sport that you had to play outside of the one that you currently participate in, what would it be?
Probably soccer.
Okay. Were you a soccer player back in the day?
I mean, I did for like kindergarten, first grade and stuff, but my roommates play soccer, so I think it's like cool.
All righty. All right, sounds good. All right, few more questions. If there was anyone that you can pick to narrate a triple jump, pretty much you're competing in a triple jump, somebody is narrating the entire event, who would you choose?
Ooh. Probably like any of the guys on my team. I feel like they would just make it funny. I feel like, yeah, like literally any guy on my team, they would just like make it funny.
You got to pick two.
Pick two.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do Tyler on my team. I feel like he would add his jazz to it and like have me cracking up. And then, probably like, yeah, then I would probably have Cam again do it too, because he would be funny as well.
Cam and Tyler, that would actually be quite hilarious. If there was any event that you could participate in outside of the ones you currently do, which one would you participate in?
I wish I could do like the 800 because I just think it's like obviously it's hard and stuff. And so like if I could do that, it would just be very fulfilling.
800 is a very difficult race, but when you endure it, there's a level of swag that comes along with it. If you had to have dinner with anyone, I don't do dead, but living, who would you have dinner with?
Oh, Lil Wayne.
Why was I not expecting that? Okay, so why Wheezy?
Just because I feel like he has a good story and I like his music, and yeah, I just really like his story of like everything.
Okay. Wayne, can we get that set up and you can sponsor this show as well? All right, a couple more questions. What is the go-to song that gets you the most pumped up?
Let It All Work Out by Lil Wayne. That's like my go-to song I always listen to before I compete, or like I'm happy, sad. Like that song is top tier.
What would be the most dream, and it can't be a Lil Wayne concert because I
Okay.
know that would be the answer.
I've
But if you had
already
to,
been.
oh, okay. So if you had to go see in a concert from an artist that you really want to go to, but never have gone to, if that makes sense, who would it be?
I feel like I've gone to like a lot of people that I really like, but I guess Jack Harlow, I want to go to his concert. Or no, Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber. I would want to go to Justin Bieber's.
Ooh, what
I know
version?
it's a lot of range. Lil Wayne, Justin Bieber,
But what version of Justin Bieber? Is it like the baby Justin Bieber, or My Mama Don't Like You and She Like Everyone Justin Bieber?
yeah, the definitely the newer version.
Okay. Favorite season?
Of like just track or
No. Weather-wise.
weather. Spring. Spring's my
Spring.
favorite. Yeah, spring's my favorite season.
Two more questions. If you could be a guest on any Food Network television show, what show are you choosing?
Ooh, honestly, I don't really watch Food Network, but I guess only thing I know is like Chopped or like Kids. Isn't like a junior Chopped or like the Kids Chopped or something? Probably that one, just because it's so funny watching like the kids scramble.
And they're far better than the adults. All right, I actually have a bonus question, but this question: if you had to pick a superhero to describe your game on the field, track, whatever, who would you choose?
I guess I would go with Thor, just because that's what Coach Holloway always calls me. He calls me Thor. And so I guess I just automatically kind of have to choose that one.
Oh, wow. I like that. I like that. I like that. If you had to be the guest on any talk show or any TV series, which one would you make a guest appearance
on? I guess like, what's it called? Like the late night show with Jimmy Fallon? What's
the Tonight
Show. Yeah. The Tonight Show. That one.
So I will give you credit because his original show was Late Night with Jimmy Fallon.
Okay, I knew I wasn't crazy. I knew I got it from
somewhere. So you were right. You were right.
Yeah.
That is epic because I'm a huge fan of the Roots. So that would be big time. Last question. Why is it great to be a Florida Gator?
Oh, because of the people. The people here are the best part about Florida, and the coaches, and like just everything, like the gator, the swamp, like the colors, like all of that's just cool.
You have completed rapid fire. Dang. I think you won. Now that I'm thinking about it, okay, I think you won. As you can hear the excitement on the other end. Yeah. So you have set the standard as always. You can add that to the list of. Well, what we can do is we can send that into the Bowerman, and we could add that to the list of accomplishments. Now you are about to compete. USA's. What can we expect from you?
I'm definitely going to give my best in both events and just go out there and compete, and just try to like obviously always fight back whenever people, jump far as well.
So you're never out of the game.
Yeah, I'm always going to try. So
I love that. It's been University of Florida is blessed to have you. Everybody talks about the football team. The track team has just as much, if not more, swag. It's actually more pleasant to go to a track meet. I've been to a UF football game, and it was slightly terrifying. But listen, congratulations on all the success that you've accomplished. That is just beginning. Definitely rooting for you on this channel. Where can the people find you?
Oopsie, sorry. I guess you can definitely check out my YouTube channel. Just my name, Jasmine Moore, and then my Instagram is Jasmine with an extra E, Moore.
Follow the YouTube channel for real. Follow the YouTube channel. It's exciting content on there. You'll get a chance to learn more about the Florida Gators and how funny that squad is, because they are hilarious. Jasmine, I appreciate you taking time to chat with me. This has been Lactic Acid. You guys know where to find me. Lactic Acid _pod on Twitter, Lactic Acid Podcast, or Lactic Acid with Dominique Smith on Instagram. We got rid of TikTok. I'm leaving that for the young kids and the Gen Zers and all that stuff. I can't do it. I'm too old. Yes, 28 is artificial state, but we can't do it. And then follow the YouTube channel, Lactic Acid with Dominique Smith. That's where you can see the exclusive YouTube series, Track Talk. Has some great guests on there, from Brett Shields to Bianca Knight to Colin Waitsman. And we are doing a lot of content, pushing a lot of content out there. Until next time, peace.